I started in medicine and then I moved into business. And more than 20 years I worked as a top manager in an international company specializing in market research and consulting. And everything was fine. I loved what I did. I built strong team, strong business. But then everything changed because my company entered a major transformation process because global management decided that part of business I led was to be sold. And I experienced firsthand what does it mean, merger and acquisition process, not in theory, but in experience. And for a whole year, my team and I lived in a constant uncertainty about our future. And I understand that it's not easy just to keep working when people are in survival mode, because stress is not just discomfort. It blocks your ability to create, to work, to connect, to perform. And I had to become different kind of leader, not just focused on performance, but focused on emotional climate, because I was responsible for 100 people and everybody with their fears about their future. And yes, support became my main strategy, how we can keep our team and our business. And eventually we made it through. We kept the business, we kept the team, but also it was a turning point for me because I started to rebuild myself personally and professionally. I got additional education, trained as coach. I earned psychological degree to complement my medical degree. And I deepened my mindfulness practice, and I learned how to restore energy even amid the chaos. And that journey led to my first book, Finding Serenity Amid the Chaos. And this stressful situation was sort of brought some positive outcome for me. And also I understood that feminine leadership is a unique strength when it built on empathy, support, and collaboration. But then pandemic hit, and we entered another type of crisis, and burnout was everywhere. People lost energy, motivation, clarity, and I understood that in the world where crises follow each other without pause, before we are talking about performance, growth, we have to learn how to endure, how to build real resilience. And actually it was how my second book was born, Balancing on the Edge, Resilience Without Burnout. And this book sits at the intersection of my personal journey and my professional insights. And this is about burnout and protection from burnout, but also it's about how we can grow from stress, not just survive, but how we can evolve. And my lessons from my journey, first of all, I believe that empathic leadership is very important in a world what never slows down, because when being empathic leader, you can achieve far greater results by unlocking potential of people. And also what is important, that women's empathy and intuition is a big power and strategic driver. But we have to learn how to allow women lead sustainably in a world which is demanding and emotionally taxing. And I explored a little bit the topic of mental health of women and leadership and empathy. And what I see that research shows year after year that women experience stress more than men. And this is the study from Gallup, State of the Global Workplace Report, and you can see that, yes, women report that they experience more stress year after year. And this is not just self-reporting. Actually, medical statistics confirm that almost twice more women compared to men experience and suffer from clinical depression. So it's a real sign of greater vulnerability of women's mental health. But still, we have sort of mental health paradox. Women experience more stress, but also the study confirms that women rate their life satisfaction higher than men. And again, year after year, we get the same results. So it's sort of health paradox, more stress and more life satisfaction. And I explored this paradox, and also I published an article in the Journal of Women, Entrepreneurship and Leadership. And there are some reasons behind that. First of all, women have enhanced emotional processing. Women are better at feeling, so they process better any emotions, positive and negative. The second reason that women have social permission to feel, greater permission to acknowledge and express emotional experience, because men tend to suppress their emotions. And finally, the third reason relates to value-driven priorities, because women have to navigate many roles, professional, family-related, and this multiple role burden contribute to both stress and satisfactions, and all these facts confirmed by research. It means that women have more reasons for stress and for life satisfaction. And this is very important. This is a strategic driver, emotional sensitivity. And one research also confirmed that the proportion of women in a group was correlated with better performance of this group in variety of tasks. And in this research, it was revealed that effectiveness of a group work in performing some tasks depended on its level of collective intelligence. And collective intelligence correlated with average social sensitivity of group members, and also the proportion of women in the group. But what does it mean for society? And another study from Ipsos also revealed that majority of people are convinced that better access of women to senior management position would have positive outcomes for business in terms of innovations, in terms of attracting talents, in terms of well-being employees, and business growth in general. And also McKinsey report showed that the companies with more than 30% of women in senior leadership role outperform companies with lower representation of women. And this is also very important confirmation. And for me, the core insights from this research is that companies thrive when they embrace women's empathetic leadership, but it's important to support their well-being and their way to professional excellence. And another important insight is about that empathy is not about gender. Empathy is a new normal for business, and this is foundation for human-centered strategy. And this is not just a sort of idea, and there is also a very clear link between empathy and business outcomes. And one study published in Harvard Business Review showed that the top 10 companies in terms of global empathy index outperform other companies in terms of revenue growth, generated earnings, market capitalizations, and vice versa. Bottom 10 companies showed a drop in revenue. So empathy is good not only for people, but also for business. And now we came to the concept of human centricity, combined its all, and this concept rooted in empathy. And human centricity means that companies put in the center people, customers, employees, society, at the center how they make decisions, design products, and deliver their services. And in this concept, everybody wins because it's good for people, for business, and for society. And, but human centricity is not just a buzzword or nice slogan. It should be a system, and according to my system, my framework, this system starts from listening deeply your employees, because you need to understand what block your people. And it could be motivation. Are they motivated to do their work? Maybe it's ability, and maybe they have not enough skills to do their job. And also enablement. Do they have enough tools, internal process, and supports to do their work? And we have developed short but powerful tool in order to understand what are the main blockers here. And as soon as you understood the main blockers, you can translate these insights into actions through workshop, targeted coaching, learning and development programs, and of course designing of well-being programs. And of course all these initiatives should be aligned with business priorities, because human centricity doesn't work without business sustainability. And then you can evaluate performance and adjust programs, and you can create this continuous cycle of permanent improvement, but based on people needs. And this is how you can embed human centricity in DNA of the company. But this is a process. But also we have to think about culture, because culture means everything for business. And first, we have to start with providing well-being and protection of burnout in employees, because we need their energy, resilience, but this is not enough. It's just a factor of hygiene, and we have to go further. We have to help people to connect with their purpose, to develop their best talents for the benefit of the organization of person. And this is also very important, because by means of these initiatives we can unlock potential of people, and it will result in business impact. And I remember my experience last year. I was a jury at the International Customer Experience Awards in the category Best Learning and Development Program. And I was both surprised and inspired by the cases when companies facing some business issues, like, for example, in customer experience, they started to invest in people, in their development, career growth, support, and they got measurable business impact, increased customer satisfaction, and decreased customer churn. So I appreciate such cases, which shows clear link between investment in people and business growth, and this is very important. And finally, I would like to say that this human centricity should have multi-level approach, and we have start from individual level. It means that we have to start with our own self-awareness, emotional intelligence, caring about physical well-being, and then we have to think about how to implement well-being programs and well-being culture in our organizations. And next level is about how we can embed these well-being programs and well-being as a priority on public level for leadership programs, for even investment frameworks. So it seems to me that this multiple level can provide us with healthy system which give thriving for people and thriving for business. And in closing, I would like to leave you with the very clear thought for me. So well-being and personal well-being is a key element of sustainability of our world and our future, because everything starts from personal well-being. Because if people are truly well, they're fulfilled, they live from abundance, they make wider decisions and choices for themselves and for organizations and for society. So it means that everything starts from personal well-being, and everybody is truly well, we would live in an absolutely different world. So thank you for your attention, and my book is here on display at the book show, yeah, and over there, and you are welcome to take a look. And I can answer questions, if any, now or after. Thank you so much.